Hello there. You know, in the old days when science fiction was a bastard genre and people were not allowed to read it out in public, I mean, you could read porn magazines out in public, but you couldn't read science fiction magazines. People would read them inside a copy of the National Geographic. One of the dodges that they used to make it seem as if science fiction was really worthwhile was that it predicted the future. Yes, we predict the future. Why, Jules Verne predicted the submarine. Why, H.G. Wells predicted the time machine. Well, that, of course, was nonsense. Science fiction no more predicts the future than you do. But with hundreds of writers writing at all times and predicting every damn thing there was to predict, eventually they would hit a few things right. It's amazing the things they never did hit right. Even Robert Heinlein, the great seer of the future, never understood that it would be the government that would be sending rockets to the moon. He always thought it was going to be private industry. Well, it wasn't. It was always the government. That is until now. I hold in my hands a press release. This is called a press release. I have scraped it very diligently so that the horse manure and cow flop that's on it usually is not here, and I'm able to hold it without doing myself any great damage. This is a press release from Columbia Pictures. NASA and a consortium of corporations sponsoring the first commercial space mission in U.S. history have chosen Columbia Pictures and its action-adventure fantasy film, The Last Action Hero, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, to be the first advertiser in space. On the main fuselage of the rocket, there will be an advertisement for The Last Action Hero. I really hate giving them any promotion like this. And on the payload, which will orbit the Earth for a minimum of 2 years, conducting microgravity experiments, this moron ad for this dopey movie will be circling the Earth. Can't you say, honey, let's go out tonight with the telescope and take a look at Arnold's ad again? Well, the president of Space Marketing, Inc., do you love that? Space Marketing, Inc., it's worthy of Frederick Pohl and C.M. Cornblow, said, after reviewing many possible promotional partners for this historical event, Columbia Pictures was chosen for their ingenious creativity that represents the same goals as the American space program. I didn't realize that the American space program's goal was to make money for Columbia Pictures and dopey action-adventure movies and make Arnold Schwarzenegger even more money. I don't know why it bothers me. I mean, it's basically a pretty stupid thing, this press release. I suppose it's because here we are down here on this mud ball, looking up at the stars, maybe the last 40, 50 years, actually thinking we're going to reach them someday and hoping that we're a noble enough species to do it. And when we get the chance, we turn it into the same kind of cheap, sleazy advertising medium as everything else on the planet. Boy, does that make me unhappy. Does that make you unhappy?